Ghostwriter of My Heart, written by Tane Blackadder. Erica Mills sat at her desk, staring at the blank screen of her laptop. The cursor blinked mockingly, a silent reminder of her failure to produce anything worthwhile in weeks. The rain outside tapped against the window, a steady rhythm that usually soothed her, but tonight it felt like a taunt. Her apartment was quiet, save for the occasional hum of the refrigerator or the creak of the old building settling. The silence was suffocating. She sighed, running a hand through her disheveled hair. The stack of rejection letters on the corner of her desk seemed to grow taller every day, each one a dagger to her already fragile confidence. She had dreamed of being a writer since she was a child, crafting stories in her notebook, during class and staying up late to read under the covers with a flashlight. But now, at 28, she was beginning to wonder if it was all a foolish fantasy. Her phone buzzed, snapping her out of her thoughts. It was a text from her landlord, reminding her that rent was due in 3 days. Erica groaned, leaning back in her chair. Her part-time job at the bookstore barely covered her bills, and her savings were dwindling fast. She had always told herself that she would make it as a writer, that her big break was just around the corner. But the rejections kept coming, and the well of inspiration had run dry. Just as she was about to give up and crawl into bed, the sound of the mail slot clinking open caught her attention. She frowned, glancing at the clock. It was past 9 p.m., far too late for the mail to be delivered. Curious, she got up and walked to the door, where a single envelope lay on the mat. It was plain, with no return address, just her name written in elegant, looping handwriting. She picked it up, turning it over in her hands. The paper felt heavy, expensive, and there was a faint scent of lavender. Her heart skipped a beat as she opened it, pulling out a single sheet of paper. The letter was handwritten, the same beautiful script as the envelope. As she began to read, her breath caught in her throat. Dear Erica, I've watched you from afar for so long, admiring the way you pour your heart into every word you write. I know the weight of your dreams, the ache of your doubts, and the fire that still burns within you, even when it feels like the world is trying to extinguish it. You are not alone in this struggle, though I know it often feels that way. Your words have touched me in ways I cannot fully explain, and I wanted you to know that your voice matters, even when you can't hear it yourself.